Hey guys, how you doing? Jay Believe, it's Mixture Magazine, and I'm doing another installment, if you will, on our health blog. Now, this one, it's going to be a little bit different, and since I've started doing this, I think it's been a revolutionary thing for me because I'm usually the one behind the camera. I'm not in front of the camera. Now I'm in front of the camera, and these first few videos are actually, it's just me doing it. It's just me actually getting in front of the camera. I'm no expert on this stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna make like the perfect video, and I know that there's a lot of people seeing this, and there's critics, and they're saying, "Oh, well, maybe you should do this, and you should do that, and you should do it this way." And I'll tell you, man, I know what is most successful. Listen, this is it. These are the videos. It's me. It's just me. All right. And I am going to tell you that the most important thing to me that I'm receiving out of this is practice in ways to deliver and communicate these messages effectively to people so that it can help them. And I want to help my dad. I want to help my father. All right. My dad has gotten, ever since he got diabetes, I had been looking into this and finding out that the more and more I looked into it, the more and more I found out that we're very confused as human beings, extremely confused, and made to be confused on purpose. Because true health is truly a magnificent thing. And I'm going to share with you guys the places that I have gone, the places where I've learned this stuff, and where I have gone in my journey to find these practices and the information. And everyone starts out. We start out in school, like what they give us. We only know what they teach us, what we've been taught. And if we've been taught the wrong things, we're going to do the wrong things. Monkey see, monkey do is exactly how we've been living. And the most powerful thing that you can do is you can't change the world. You're not going to be able to do it. The only thing you can do is change yourself. I tried to change my dad, and I realized, you know what? I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to change myself. I became the healthiest, I took everything to like the next level. I went bananas, crazy on the health for years. And now I even realized I have only been scratching the surface. And I know that you guys are probably wondering, you're like, Jay Believe, well, why are you wearing the same clothes? Why are you in the same thing? Every time I don't see you, you don't change, you're in the same outfit. Listen, all right, this is my uniform, okay? I found something I like, and I wear it. I have 3 or 4 different shirts now that I like. I switch, I revolve them. And I have I'm washing them constantly, so believe me. And they say, "Oh, James, man, we don't know. You got such a long, scraggly beard, man. Don't you take care of yourself?" Let me tell you about. Okay, I like this scraggly beard. Since I started growing it, I'm starting to grow my hair out, and I'm changing my look up. And you want to know something? Yeah, it is a little chilly today, and I'm telling you, the world is crazy. We've had a cold, springtime has been chilly. So yeah, I'm a little like, I'm still bundled up. I still want to wear my flannel, and whatnot. So, okay. So I got my tea. I'm discussing liquids and vitalities. I'm going to help you guys and give you guys just the foundation, basics of everything what you should be doing daily. Nothing like special, no, and I'm no doctor, I'm no expert or MD or PhD, I have a PhD in this, no science, that science. No, I got nothing, absolutely nothing. If our ancestors got this thousands of years ago and were able to survive everything on earth, okay, and we got to where we are now, then it's probably going to work now, right? We've only been in our modern society, 200, 300, the last 500,000 years is a blip compared to the millions of years of life has been on this planet. Nature has got us covered. We got to leave it to nature. I don't have to be a complete, Einstein to understand and leave it up to the miracle of nature and God to take care of the miracles of health. We're humans. We're supposed to be able to know this stuff. And people are they think, oh my God, I have to leave it up to somebody else. Someone else knows better than me about my health. I leave it up to them. And they're going to give me and tell me and do this and let me know what to do. No, you have to know from yourself. You have to be your own best doctor. And believe me, there's never been a time in my life I've ever been happier. And I have gotten over illnesses, sicknesses, injuries. Let me tell you, I got a story. I don't want to make this a long video again, but let me tell you, I had this injury since I started getting back into physical fitness. There's different areas of health. You have to marry them together. It's called holistic health. And physical fitness is part of it. And since I started getting into physical fitness, I got back into, I know my parents are going to see this and they're going to go crazy, but I got back into rollerblading. I had a very horrible accident when I was a kid, roller skateboarding. I had a skateboarding accident which I nearly died from. And my parents know that I was very fragile at one point in my life. And I was a rollerblader, and I always was a roller skater. Even after my accident when I was in college, I had a pair of rollerblades, and I was physical active, but I picked up aggressive rollerblading. And I started going to the skate parks all over New England. And I'm telling you, this was something that transformed my life. And I'm feeling like a kid again, young. I'm able to do this stuff, right? And, I feel like a 16-year-old, I was doing some tricks. I was like going off of the ramp, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, I fall down and I hurt my knee. I'm 54 years old, right? I'm doing stuff that like 16-year-old kids are doing. I had a knee injury. It was pretty bad. At first, I actually hurt my knee. I was like, oh man, that kills. I rolled around a little bit and I was like, oh damn. I limped it off, and then I got back up, and then I actually was like, oh, that was tough. Man, I'm glad I'm healthy, right? And I skated for another 45 minutes. And I got back in my car, and I loaded up, and I'm like, damn, it still hurts. I got back home. It really wasn't until, like, the next day. And the next following day, I couldn't even walk on it. It was horrible. I found out that I actually had a serious knee injury, and against everyone's recommendation, against everyone's telling me, oh, you should do this and do that, I said, you know what? I know what I have to do. This has happened to me before because I was a kid and I've gotten into a lot of sports injuries. I was a hockey player. I went to sports camp. I played tennis. I've had tennis injuries. I've had everything. I've had every injury known to man. I've broken this nose. This nose has been broken by softballs, baseballs. I've had like so many injuries, right? And I was like, you know what? I got this. I know what I have to do. And I researched it. I found out what to do for what does the body need to heal an injury. And I found out from Dr. Bergman, who I love, True Health. You want to know True Health? This is one place where I found a lot of good information, was Dr. Bergman. And I'll give you some links. And I've looked up about knee injuries, and I found out that, you know what, you gotta eat the right things, get the right nutrients, do the right exercises, right stretching, proper rest. And then I found out about, I was using DMSO. So I found out about all sorts of therapies and things you can do to help to, the knee to heal. And I also did what I didn't want to do, which was walk on it. Okay. And it hurt. And I really did. I walked and I practiced walking, continued to walk. And now, this knee is like brand new. And I switched up my diet a little bit. I did a fast. I fasted. The one thing people tell you, so you broke your leg, you're gonna do this, you're gonna eat that. No, I ate nothing for a couple days. I was like in serious pain. I was just like, that's it. Okay, I'm not eating. And I fasted. And I put my body, my whole body went into healing mode. And then, oh my God. But these things it's incredible. The more we do this and the more we go through this, you're going to learn a lot more about me, and you're going to learn how to do this stuff. But the first place I wanted to send you also was where I found it. And you'll notice that the way that you watch his videos, you'll see it. And I picked up a lot of the mannerisms, a lot of his verbiage. Remember, monkey see, monkey do, right? You got to do what successful people do. This is what I tell people this all the time, and I tell myself, you want to find out whatever it is problem you want to find out or you want to take care of. Find people who are successful at taking care of that problem. Find people who had the same problem as you, have gotten rid of it, been successful, and then do exactly what they did. You want to build muscle? Oh man, you have to find someone who built muscle. Maybe you don't have to do exactly what they did, but find out what exercises they're doing and do the same exercises. Maybe they have their own special diet. You have your own special diet. Everyone's different. So you want to take what they have and take the things that resonate with you, add it to your mix, and then always propel, always try to get better, always try to enhance. So Earther Academy, you want to go to Dr. Kassar, or Dr. Bazaar as they call him. Dr. Kassar is amazing. It's Earther Academy. And I did Earther Academy. I was there. He actually, I was following him for years, okay? And when he first started doing his video stuff. And I actually, I did email him a couple times. I bought stuff from his store. I purchased stuff from his, I had an online store, like supplements and stuff like that. And then I was doing his programs, and it's like he has a membership thing. I emailed him. He gave me a membership. I couldn't believe it. He was just like, and then I did his stuff. And I'm gonna join again. The membership eventually ran out, but it was, just even one or two of his free videos is enough to last you for probably years. Okay, you can go for years with just a few things that he'll tell you. This guy's amazing. So it's a Earther Academy, and you'll find him. He's on YouTube, and he has a website, Earther Academy. And then Dr. John Bergman was also incredible. Dr. John Bergman, True Health, and I'll get all the links. I didn't commit all this stuff to memory. I didn't prepare. Right now the videos, they're not scripted, unprepared. This is life as it happens, and I'm going to start preparing and scripting and getting more stuff, better organized once we start getting more. Practice and start doing stuff. But I guess that's it for today. All right, guys. This is Mixture Magazine. J Believe, and I'm gonna call it True Health, but no, that's Bergman saying this is our health blog, but we'll find a name for it. All right, guys, see you.